Hey there guys, welcome back to AFC Game by Game. Doing it in a slightly different setting today. Sat on the end of my bed purely because the lighting where I normally do it was absolutely awful today. It's really not good lighting outside, but I think this is quite a nice angle to do it at. I don't know, let me know. Maybe I'll make this a more regular thing. But I'm here to preview the game coming up against Sutton United on Monday. A game that I'm looking forward to, but I'm also terrified going into it. We saw how Lincoln beat Burnley on Saturday. A fantastic game and a really fantastic result for Lincoln City, who now find themselves in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. A phenomenal achievement for them. And you have a horrible sense of dread that the same thing could happen on Monday night, given how poorly we've played in recent weeks, given that 5-1 mauling we had out there in Munich a couple of days ago. So in a way, I'm really nervous going into this game. I shouldn't be. We're coming up against a National League side. Sutton currently sits 17th in the 24-team league, so there is a very real chance that they could get relegated as well this season. They haven't been playing particularly well. I believe they just lost 3-0 as well in their division. So they're not a team that are, to be fair, amazing. I watched their game against Leeds, and I don't think they were particularly outstanding in that game, but they managed to get the win for a penalty. They managed to keep a clean sheet against the Leeds side, which did, in fairness, make a whole host of changes, but still they've got to be commended for that result. A fantastic achievement for them, and they're going to be trying to do the same in this game against Premier League Arsenal. So in that sense, I'm very much nervous about this match. But to be fair, I don't think we can take into account the way they've been playing in the league. I don't think we can take into account anything to do with their form, because it's the FA Cup, anything can happen in it. We've seen how mental the FA Cup has been so far, and it could be set for another magical moment. Hopefully, not on Monday anyway. I'm hoping we can get the win. We just need something to give us a real boost in terms of confidence. A good 4-5-0 win away from home would be fantastic for us, even if it is against a non-league side. But I don't think it's going to be quite as simple as that. I think at best we might be looking for a 2-3-0 scrappy victory. It's going to be very difficult for us. Sutton, they're going to be physical right from minute one, something we're not particularly used to. They've got some big guys in their team, a very physical side, and it's going to be a real test of character for us, I believe. I don't want to see Arsene Wenger make too many changes. I still want to see a very strong side, one that should be capable of beating a side that aren't in the division. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting to see what change he makes. The biggest talking point for me is that Danny Welbeck currently lines up for Arsenal's under-23s today. So I don't really know why he's playing with the youth team. Maybe Arsene Wenger doesn't trust him playing on a 3G pitch. That's something we've got to take into account here. That is a pitch that could be prone to injury for our players. But I mean, it's a real shame that we're not going to see him play in this game. We wanted to see him play in the game against Bayern Munich. We're not going to see him play on Monday night, so I can only assume that his fitness isn't quite there yet. But then again, that does raise the question of why did he play against Southampton? Why has he been back in the team for a month? It's just a bit of an odd one in my opinion. But as I say, hopefully we'll see a few new players come into the team. I'm expecting Maitland-Niles to start in midfield, hopefully alongside Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, I want to see him retain that place in the midfield. If it's not Maitland-Niles, maybe El Nene playing in the midfield. He needs some game time in my opinion. I'm pretty sure we'll see Jeffrey and Adelaide start. Iwobi, who, to be fair, is pretty much a first-team regular now, but I think it's good for him in terms of confidence. I think Iwobi needs a goal. He needs to have a good performance. This is a good opportunity, in my opinion, for him to do that. Giroud, I'm expecting him to lead the line. Theo Walcott on that right-hand side. The defence is going to be where it gets a bit interesting. I'm assuming it's going to be David Ospina in goal. And then a right-back, I'm anticipating Cole Jenkinson might come back in there. And then Gabriel and Holding at centre-half. And on the left, either Kieran Gibbs or Nacho Monreal, maybe Nacho Monreal. But it's a team that, you know, is full of experienced internationals, apart from the likes of Maitland-Niles and Jeffrey and Adelaide. But we've got a lot of exciting players in there, players that should be capable of beating this Sutton United side that, as I say, haven't been playing particularly great football. But on the flip side, we can't take that into account. As I previously mentioned, anything can happen in this tournament. And it's just it's something different, which I think is the most exciting thing about this. Is I can't remember a time when we went to a non-league ground, a ground that has 750 seats. It's crazy to think how close the terraces are to the pitch, and you know, you don't see that in modern day football nowadays. So to anyone that's going to the game, any Arsenal fans going, I'm really envious of you. I'd love to be at this match. It's just like going down to your local non-league side and having Arsenal play there. I mean, it's just, these are the type of things you dream of. It's going to be a massive day for Sutton, it really is. And I do wish them all the best in the game. I hope they put up a good performance, not too much of a good one, because I do want to see us win this game comfortably. But a clean sheet, a couple of goals, and progressing through to the quarterfinals would be fantastic on Monday, given everything that's gone on around us with regards to the Champions League, our league form. I mean, everything's just been really negative at the moment. Obviously, there's a lot of speculation surrounding Arsene Wenger's future. I gave my opinion on it in the last video. If we could win the FA Cup for him and get a comfortable top 4 finish, then send him out on a high, that would be the perfect send-off for me. Will that happen? I don't know. There are lots of mitigating reports that he might stay on for another 4 years. There are other ones that Allegri's going to become manager, that he's been learning English. I mean, it's all just speculation at the moment. But for me, I just want to see Arsenal winning games. Forget the manager, forget the form for a moment. I just want to see Arsenal win, and we've got a great opportunity to do that on Monday. But let's not botch it up. That's the worst thing we could do, because there's no way back for Arsene Wenger. If we do lose this game, it would be... I dread to think there'd be riots, there'd be beheadings, it would be awful, it really would be awful. But as I say, great opportunity to bounce back on Monday. Then not too long after that, we've got a game against Liverpool. If we can just install some belief into this team, then, you know, we're not going to win the league, we're not going to turn things around against Bayern Munich, but at least we can put a smile on our faces for a couple of days at least. Anyway, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. It's obviously really hard to talk positively about Arsenal at the moment, but I've tried to give my best insight there. Anyway, get your thoughts on the game in the comments box below. Please do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to AFC Game by Game, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.